This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California, 2015. I have with me Michael Freedman from GWG. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is GWGH. Michael, welcome to SNNLive.
Shelley, thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's get an overview of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Great. Well, GWG is a specialty finance company that has been focusing on the secondary market for life insurance. Been in business since 2006. We buy life insurance policies from seniors who no longer want, need, or can afford those life insurance policies, pay them a fair market value for that life insurance policy that they would have gotten an impaired cash surrender value or no value at all if they didn't want, need, or could afford to continue that policy. And we buy those assets, and what we do to raise the capital is to use those assets as collateral for our security offerings. We offer a publicly registered debt product called the L bond, as well as now we have a preferred stock, as well as our common stock that provides opportunity for that life insurance policy to also provide value to investors.
How do you find the elderly that have a need to sell their policies?
That's a good question, Shelley. And quite frankly, the vast majority of life insurance policies that are issued never really work out. They don't pay a claim. The fact that as people get older, they wind up lapsing or surrendering those life insurance policies. Our challenge is really to let seniors know that they have an opportunity to get a market value than an impaired cash surrender value for their life insurance policies. So a lot of this is education and awareness. And especially as seniors 65 and older and 70 and older who are facing challenges in retirement, not only to maintain their standard of living, but also to improve their quality of life as they get older or have health care needs, long-term care needs. They have an asset that they can monetize into something by selling their life insurance policy. They can do significantly better and use that money to continue their post-retirement needs. So that's our challenge, is getting that word out there, and we do a pretty good job of it.
So I would imagine that there's got to be a valuing of the asset based on the projected life of the underlying recipient of the life insurance policy. So how do you calculate that when you're buying the policy, for instance?
Great, Shelley, another good question. Our market is highly regulated for buying life insurance policies. Consumers who are considering selling their policies, it's regulated at the state level through insurance departments. We have to be licensed to buy that asset. So we give them lots of information. They, in exchange, give us information about their life insurance policy and about their health. We put that together to create both a medical underwriting and a financial underwriting that then gives us the ability to make a fair market value offer to that client. But again, it's important to note that it's a very, very highly regulated market, protecting the consumer, the senior, in that transaction. As a senior financial service, our market has virtually no consumer complaints, no real litigation facing our market, where consumer seniors, a protected class, are selling an asset of tremendous value. But those regulations and the players in the market are committed to providing not only a good value, but a good experience for that client.
What's your background?
I've been in the secondary market for the last 15 years, working in what is known as the life settlement market. I've provided a great deal of support. I provided the regulatory framework, working state after state to put regulations in place to the point today where over 90% of the U.S. population live in states with regulation. It's 42 of the 50 states, covering almost the entire population. I worked on all of those pieces of legislation and regulation.
So we recently had a member of your firm in front of us, in front of the camera with us. That was back in June. Any updates since June?
Yes, the company continues to meet its targets, our goals for raising capital and deploying that capital and acquiring assets into our portfolio of life insurance policies. So that today we have nearly $900 million of death benefit, as well as continuing to increase the number of lives inside that portfolio. All of our targets are continuing to be met, and we look forward to that continued growth as 2016 rolls around.
Well, we're almost at the end of the fourth quarter in 2015. Where do you see the company going in 2016? Where's your growth?
Well, the company is at a point now where we're growing. You know, it's a growth mode. We've brought on senior management to help bring us to the next level, and that's starting to show, as I said, in our operational objectives. We expect to continue those to grow, but also we understand that that we have to start delivering equity return for our stockholders and others, and we've signaled that by putting out a preferred stock, as well as our efforts here at this conference and others to really start telling our story so that we can attract the kind of equity capital and interest that we think we're worth.
Now let's get your website out there for more information.
Well, we look forward to people coming to visit our website. It's GWGLife.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Freedman, GWG. It's a publicly traded company, GWGH. There's a lot of GWGs in this conversation. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California, 2015. Michael, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you very much.